Hello? Hello? Hello, for the two people that are here, it looks like Cheryl and Tasha. I'm Sherry with the BrightPoint Development Fund, and I'd be happy to talk to you about the BrightPoint COVID-19 Express loan. Feel free to unmute. Trying to make sure I have actual people and you guys hear me. Hello? Tasha?
Hi, Cheryl.
Hello. Okay. I was like, maybe I'm not doing this right or something's wrong. But okay, I'm glad to see that you have your picture up and you've said hello. Well, I'm with BrightPoint and we're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, but we serve South Bend. We're a CDFI like the other institutions before me, Axion and Bankable. And we've created a micro loan to up to $20,000 for small businesses. It is targeted to assist you with working capital. And some things that we've done to hopefully streamline the process is we have zero upfront costs. Those all can be financed into your loan. There's limited documentation, so we've reduced the documents that we're requesting from you, and we hopefully can turn around within probably 3 to 4 days and let you know about the loan.
Yes.
And that's Tracy Williams. He is also with the BrightPoint Development Fund, and he's the manager. So either one of us can answer any questions you have. Antonius. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hello. Hey,
All
how
right.
I'm doing well.
Good, good. I'm sorry,
Hey, Tasha.
Tasha, you have
Hey.
any questions?
Yes, I do. So I wanted to know what is the what would be the interest rate on the microloans? Are those based off of your credit scores, or how do you, or is it a fixed rate? What is that based off of?
Tracy, do you want me to answer or?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we have a fixed 8% interest rate. We
Okay.
also have a deferred 6-month payments for individuals. And well, I should say up to 6 months for sure. And then in addition to that, once you have been with us for those 6 months, we can delay and or do something else for 6 more months. And when I say that, because we can give you an interest only option for
Okay.
6 months, or if you are not at a place where you've recouped the ability to repay, then we can also give you an additional 6 months of non-payment. What we
Okay.
would do though at the end of that is recast your loan, and that would mean we'd rewrite it with whatever period of time, the term you have left.
Okay.
The thing I didn't say is right now SBA is allowing us to make loans, and they will take care of your first 6 months of payment. So you wouldn't pay it,
Oh,
but S,
wow.
yes, but SBA would be, so it would still be getting paid on.
Oh, well, that's good.
Exactly. So then that second 6 months would be just whatever you decided.
Okay. Okay. And you said that the application turnaround time is anywhere from 3 to 4 days.
Mhm.
Now, when you say limited documentation, what type of documentation would be required for that?
So I have it pulled up.
Excellent.
We have our general application, and then we also have we require a utility bill, some bank statements, and then also a tax returns. And
Okay.
then from there, we would help you with a cash flow projection if needed as well.
Okay. When you say utility bill, are you saying utility bill for the business or the a personal utility bill?
For the business.
Okay. Because for my business person, oh well, yeah, I do. I have like internet and phone, business
Mhm.
phone, things of that nature. Okay. Yep. All right. That makes sense. Okay, perfect. Well, I think I got enough information to make an informed decision
Okay.
about what I want to do and what next steps I like to take. What is your can you put your web address into
The
the
chat.
chat? That way I can
Absolutely.
access that.
Excellent. Tracy will do that. Also, we come to South Bend, so we would actually come up there and see you. And we are in contact with you at least quarterly and sometimes monthly to see what other assistance you might need. We do attempt to help cover some of the cost of assistance for you as a part of our technical assistance. And so when I say that, let's say you said, Sherry, where I'm having a really tough time um, understanding my QuickBooks and getting my books set up in accounting, we would pay for some hours for you to receive that service. I'm sorry, Tasha, did you hear me? Hello, Tasha? Uh,
I think she's troubleshooting.
okay, so Tracy, could you like type that in there and maybe the chat a little bit about
Yes,
the other services we're giving?
absolutely.
Okay, awesome. Sounds good. So I noticed
I
there's,
don't know.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say I'd like to ask a question if that's okay.
Yes, please go right ahead.
Um, Having an existing relationship with BrightPoint, is that necessary in order to access, or are you guys? I couldn't hear earlier. Are you guys actually managing some funds through the PPP program, or have a similar product?
So you do not have to be already connected to us in any way, shape, or form. You can be brand new, which is great. We do not have the PPP, and it's interesting. I did look at the flyer, and Sonia put that we do the PPP. PPP is for 7A lenders, and then other lenders did get permission from SBA to do that. We opted not to, but to create our own product, which is
Okay.
called the BDF COVID-19 Express Loan.
Okay.
And that's a loan that's up to $20,000 at an 8% interest. There's zero upfront cost. We'll finance all of that in. We are requiring limited documentation. Your first 6 months of payment, if we can get that done here now, will be covered by the SBA. And then we will give you an extra 6 months option to either pay interest only or to suspend your payments for additional 6 months.
Okay. And for the business owners that I'd like to connect you to, uh, I guess my question is do they need to be maintaining any of the standards of the PPP program, such as having employees still working during this time?
N-
Do you have?
They do not. We did not align our product with PPP at all.
Okay. Okay.
Mm.
It's not an
Um.
employee-based
Yeah,
product.
exactly. It's more for working capital. whatever that means. And so we have you do something called a statement of liabilities to show us what your typical cost would be if you were up and running on a monthly basis.
Understood.
Statement of liabilities.
Yep. And Tasha, he's gonna, when he gives you that link, we have a form, a fill-in form that you can, that's called a statement of liabilities form.
Okay.
Okay. I will be making sure that I send a couple of folks over to have a chat with you. There's a couple of businesses that have been reaching out for some assistance. So and I think I have
Wonderful.
your email address. So if that is it okay
Yes.
if I
Please do.
Tracy,
Please do.
Tracy, I'll look for your contact information as well in the chat so that I can make sure
Okay.
that you're copied on the email.
Okay, I have it in there.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Take
Okay.
care. Be safe.
I will.
Antonius.
Bye now, Tasha.
Now, I do have your email address, Tracy. Were you going to provide me with the link to the actual statements of liability? And I also do want to post, if it's okay with the both of you, just some information on my law firm Facebook page, as well as I also run a Black women-owned business Facebook page here locally for South Bend. And so I like to pass your information on to them. I think this would be some great information that they would be interested in learning about.
We'd love that.
Absolutely, okay. Tasha, we have a flyer specifically for this express loan that I can give to you, and it might be easier to an easier way to pass information.
Yeah, I would love that.
I'll just wait on your email, so I'll have your contact information.
Sure.
And Tracy, as we say, can you post the flyer in chat?
I was just looking to see if you can add pictures.
I think you can, only because I saw some stuff that Sonia was doing. She posted a link to the flyers that she had.
I think you can, or you may. Yep, she did post a link to some of the stuff
so a
that
link
was
to
there.
the flyer.
Yep. Can you post a link to the flyer? Is the flyer
I could
on
probably
your?
Link it to our social media page. I believe so. I'll work on it now.
Okay. Excellent. Tasha, we appreciate you coming to our session.
Yeah, I love the fact that your product is not necessarily aligned with the PPP loan, just because I feel like a lot of individuals like that look like us that run small businesses may not necessarily have payroll, type. They may not run their business in that particular way or that particular manner. So I knew that was going to be something that was going to weed out a lot of individuals.
Right.
But I do know that there are individuals who they still have businesses nonetheless and are needing assistance. And so I think that this is an excellent offering. I think the fact that the government will be paying the first 6 months towards the loan. I mean, I just think this is an excellent offering. So I'm very excited about it.
Thank you. We hope we can help you.
Yep, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for your time. Tracy, I did send over my email to you, so maybe you'll send that additional information to me.
Yes.
And I hope that you both have a great rest of your day.
You do the same. Stay safe.
Okay, thank you. You too. Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, Cheryl. I noticed that your photo's not up, but it looks like you're taking part in our session. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. If you'd like to unmute.
She may not have the capability.
Okay. If you have any questions, can you type them in chat, and we will be happy to answer them there.
So far, she posed a question asking if we provide help to startups.
Okay.
And so, Cheryl, I take it that you can hear us, but yes, we do provide help to startups. Okay.
Okay, now I see it. Sorry, Tracy. I didn't see it before.
We certainly understand.
Okay. Yep, that's fine. No problem.
Cheryl, do you have an email address that you can share with us, and I can provide more information about our help for startups, and also just kind of provide links to our website? Do you have any questions in particular? And then also, is it for you, and how much funding would you seek? Adjusting to the new norm of webinars, this is actually a pretty efficient way to reach people, especially in different counties.
I was going to say this is one of the ways I think you could utilize to do TA even, and to walk individuals through documents.
You know, they say after COVID-19, nothing will be the same. We'll have permanent changes, and I can live with this one.
Good, good. You just got to train your team on it so that they can do it too.
Okay, yes, it's for me. I'm about to launch an event planning and decor business. Good.
Okay, I can join now.
Okay.
So
Welcome.
I was going to launch an event planning and decorating business. So probably for the first year or so, I'll be working from home. But I just needed to get supplies and things like that I would need for my business.
Okay. That's surely something we could help with.
Yeah, because I had 4 events planned that had to be canceled due to COVID.
Do you know what those events approximately totaled, Cheryl?
I lost about $6,000.
So you could, I think, put a case together and do an application with us that had the loss in there of the $6,000, just showing us the contracts, as proof, and then what other working capital you would need to survive through whatever. We don't even know when this is going to end, right?
Right.
to hopefully survive through this. The one great thing about this is that any funds we give you, and I don't know if you heard everything we said to Tasha, but for your first 6 months, SBA will pay your loan payment.
Okay.
And so you've got 6 months to regroup, maybe get a better internet presence if you don't already have one, and maybe rethink how you would do the business now that social distancing is part of our day-to-day lives, and probably will be to a certain extent from here on out.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just completed the Spark program at St. Mary's. So, I have my business plan and stuff all together.
Excellent.
And I need to get a bank account.
Right. And
I was in the process of all this, getting my website and stuff up when all of this happened. So right now it's just like, what do I do now?
exactly. What is the young lady's name at Spark? It starts with a W.
Heather Weatherall.
Thank you. I knew it was a W. Mrs. Weatherall. We've spoken with her off and on, and have agreed that she would continue to mentor anyone that we gave loans to. So, you please feel free to reach out to her and tell her that you're interested in doing a loan, and we can all talk if you find that more comfortable as well.
Okay. Okay, that sounds good. Because actually, someone had mentioned BrightPoint to me to look into for help. So this webinar today helped out a lot.
Awesome. Are you familiar with Project Impact there in South Bend?
No.
So Project Impact is it Lincoln Road?
Lincoln Way.
Lincoln Way, right? Gosh, I can't remember what the other long-standing African American organization that's right there. Um,
The Charles Black Center.
right across the street from the Charles Black Center.
Okay, I know where the
Um,
building is.
yes, it's a brick, beautiful old building. There is Project Impact. It is a African American led kind of small business center where they also help individuals
Okay,
like yourself in mentoring you. The executive director there is James Summers. I saw him come in and out of this session a little bit ago, but we can surely connect you with James as well, and he would actually collect all of the paperwork and everything for this loan there for us. You can do everything right there, never having to come down to Fort Wayne. We can get it all done right there where you are, and we would just fund it into that new bank account you are going to get.
okay. That sounds good.
Now, what SBA has told us, Cheryl, is that they're willing to pay that 6 months as long as the loan is made between now and September.
Okay. So, I will get on this.
Okay, I just don't want, I don't want to tell somebody that they'll do it and then they come to us in October and I say, well, SBA is not doing it anymore.
Okay, yeah, I have time on my hands right now because I work for the school corporation here, and we're not working right now. Don't know when we'll be going back to work. So,
Well, we'd love to help you, and Tracy is your go-to person that you see there. And you should feel free to email you and he will connect you with his team, if not himself.
okay, I've written his email down, and I don't know if he got mine. I posted it.
Yep, we both see it. I see it right here.
Yes,
Okay.
I've already emailed you.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Those are all the questions I have. Thank you.
Yes, take care and stay safe.
All right, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, it looks like we have Caitlin.
Yes, hi, Caitlin Hubbard.
Yes, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful, thank you. And it looks
working,
like
but I'm
Looks
here.
like yoga.
yeah, I was going to say Ven Yoga. We've done a couple of yoga studios here in Fort Wayne. Talk to us. What would you like to know, my friend?
So I am still somewhat in the startup phase. I was actually open for 2 weeks before I had to close
Oh no.
for the stay-at-home order. It was a good 2 weeks, but it was only 2 weeks. So
Right.
is startups something that you're funding, or do you require more history than that?
We specialize in startups.
Great.
So we most definitely do that. The product that we have been talking most about is the one that we created in response to COVID-19.
Okay.
And it is a working capital based loan. It's called BDF COVID-19 Express Loan. It's up to $20,000. We have zero upfront cost, so nothing's coming out of your pocket. You can finance all of that in, which is a $75 application fee. And then I think it's it's between 1% and 3% origination fee, depending on the dollar amount you get. But that can all be financed in. We have been given the green light and told by SBA in making any of these loans that they will pay the first 6 months of your payments. And then after that 6 months, we will actually reevaluate and ask you if you'd like to do an additional 6 months with interest only, or the option at that time would also be to just suspend payments for an additional 6 months, with the understanding that we would do something called rewrite your loan at the end of that 12-month period for whatever period of time is left. And then that would become your new monthly payment.
Okay, that sounds great. Is there any, what is a typical interest rate on a loan?
It is 8% fixed.
Okay.
All right. And we've reduced the documents that we're requiring so that we can streamline the process, and hopefully our goal is to have it approved within 3 to 4 days and then fund it shortly after that.
Okay, great. Is it possible to I don't know if this would be advisable, but is it possible, not knowing when we're going to be able to reopen, is it possible to get approved but not receive funding until we're able to open and it's necessary?
You, hmm, you could, and it's interesting. You could do that just because SBA has agreed to pay for the first 6 months of payments, to be honest. Um, I think the one thing, because you could use it for working capital and staying afloat
Mhm.
during this time, but it's also a great period of time to think about how you pivot. So, have you started to do yoga classes online at all, virtually? And have you checked with your clientele to see if that's something they'd be interested in? And I say that only because I'm currently working with someone and I've been doing yoga online. So I'm allowing her to keep my monthly payment because I'm tuning in to her. And if you haven't done that, that might be a way for you to still generate some income while you have this loan that would allow you also to survive until we change whatever our new normal becomes.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate the information.
Mm-hmm. Um, Tracy has put some information, I think, in the chat, like links to our website. And from there, you can see the product that I just spoke of and make application and or just send questions. We will get back to you. We wish you the best and stay healthy. Okay. The Brain Lair Books. Hey, I know you only through someone else. How are you? Okay.
Oh,
Um, yes. How can we help you? What can what can I tell you?
So I work part-time at the Small Business Development Center here in Indiana. And so I've just been jumping into different meetings to see what the banks are talking about, to see what's available so that when I talk to people, I can give them some places to go to, especially since the other two are closed right now. Just kind of looking to see what's out there. And also, of course, to keep myself going too.
Right,
Most
right.
of my stuff went online, which I had already been working on moving a lot more of my stuff online. So that's been super helpful, being able to do
Ex-
that.
and I learned about you and your business probably about 2 years ago.
That's what I own.
And yeah. Um, and we had just started to do work with Project Impact, James
Yeah,
Summers.
yeah, yeah.
And so I've never seen you face to face, but I know your business and I know Sci-Fi also had a gentleman that was
Phil,
coming and talk. Yes, Phil had
yeah.
someone coming and talking to you, and I told him if you needed help, we'd be happy to help as well. So let me give you. I'm sorry, what's your name, love?
Kathy.
Kathy. Okay, Sherry.
yes.
And then Tracy is the other person here. We're both from
Okay.
BrightPoint.
Hello, Tracy.
We're based in Fort Wayne, but South Bend is one of our coverage areas. We're a CDFI as well as a SBA microlender.
Okay.
We are not doing any of the SBA sponsored products like PPP, which seems to be all gone at this point, or the idle. But you can get a loan from us and use it as a bridge loan for the idle or the PPP if you'd like.
Okay.
Um, we created the BDF COVID-19 Express Loan product specifically for the situation that we're all experiencing right now. I want to say that is not our only product. That is the product that we've been telling people about today. We do lend up to $50,000, like a typical micro lender. That is our space. Anywhere we say between 300 and 50,000 is
Wow.
where we're comfortable. And we provide mentorship for every loan that we give. This particular product is up to 20,000. We've reduced the paperwork on this, so we're not requiring all the documentation we would for our traditional loan. We are allowing you to finance all of your fees upfront that would usually come out of your pocket into the loan. And we are trying to streamline the process so that you would be approved within 3 to 4 days once we have all of your information. And the 6 month deferral, which you would probably see as a deferral, but actually 6 months where SBA has guaranteed that they will pay for your first 6 months. And then after that 6 months, we would take a look and ask you how you're doing and see what the situation is. And then we have the ability to offer an additional 6 months of either interest only payments by you or 6 months of no payment at all, with the understanding that when we got through that year, we would do something called recasting on our side. Um, and that is actually recalculating your loan for whatever is left to be paid and spreading it out over the term, the original term that we wrote the loan for.
That's amazing.
This particular product is an 8%
Okay.
loan.
Thank you.
Yep, not a problem. I think Tracy has put a link in the chat where you can actually get like a list of the documents required. We only have probably 6 documents or bits of information we want from any borrower, which will help us assess their ability to repay. At the same time, we do understand that we're going to put our work in to help you become sustainable or pivot.
So you're offering your mentorship even with this program?
Oh, most definitely. We would not do a loan and not.
Okay. Why did I think you guys mostly work with women?
I don't know. Our portfolio is pretty feminine heavy, but
Okay.
we
Which is
work
fine.
with it,
I don't
right?
have a problem with that, but
No, we work with anyone. We work with anyone.
awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And don't forget to give me your email address.
We'll do.
Will do.
He's on it, right, Tracy? You're on it?
Yes, I'm
All
on
right.
it.
Well, please ask any questions you might have. Feel free to do that in the chat, but also send us emails and we're happy to send you information. And now that we know that you're at the local score there, we will actually make even
I'm
more.
at the SBCD.
Oh, I'm sorry, at the SBDS. So you're with Alex
SBDC.
still?
Yes, yes. I've
Oh,
just started in
wonderful.
January. I work 2 days a week there, and I work with mostly like the people in the Spark program and different retail places. So I
Okay,
work
then.
the evenings for people who get off late too, so they can come and talk.
Oh, I love that. Alan knows who we are.
He is
And,
very awesome.
and so we will make sure that we connect, especially when
Okay.
we come up as well.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Bye, Tracy.
Bye.
Mr. HR, yo, they left.
I think it just lost them, but
Oh.
I'm going to jump and see one more place. Thank you, Sherry. I really appreciate that. That was good information.
No problem. Take care.
You too.
Hey Sherry, just to let you know, I am going to have to hop off here soon.
Huh?
I know. I'm so sorry. I know.
Okay.
At noon, I have my closing.
Oh, well, that's worthy. That's worthy. That's totally. Congrats. When do you guys move in?
This is for the duplex. I'm just going to keep it rented.
Yeah, I
And
understand.
then we're still in the underwriting process for the house.
Okay.
And we could receive keys as early as I'm trying to find a calendar, but like not this Monday, but next Monday.
Nice. Is your wife excited?
She is. She's
Good.
excited now.
Aw.
So.
And now she's like I'm gonna say she's home now, right? I mean, you guys got to move stuff,
Right.
but school's over for her down there, yeah?
Well, they haven't officially ended it yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But she does. Does she have to go back and be in the classroom?
As of right now, they're only saying it's until like the first week of May.
Okay.
So, but then we all expect that they'll still extend it.
Yeah.
I think they might be doing it just for funding purposes,
Understand.
kind of stringing it along.
Mm-hmm.
So.
No, I understand. Well, and I think we're gonna extend ours actually.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't affect me.
You know what it is you're getting spoiled, and when people are in there, you're gonna be like, where all these people come from?
I like those windows behind you. Like,
thank you. This is
yes.
kind of like our solarium room.
Nice.
At our home. It's a very comfortable space.
I do like that.
So I will refer people. Your email is in here, and I'll also refer them to the mybdf.org index PH, the one that you put here, as they come to reach out to you. Okay.
Okay. In that case, I think it's time for me to hop off and make it there on
That's
time.
fine. Be safe. Yes, be safe and take care. I'll talk to you. I got an email I'm going to send you in regards to some data that's being requested from us by the city.
Okay.
And because everybody wants to see what we're doing and how it's affecting us. So I told them we had numbers of people that applied and dollar amounts. So I'll just send you a list. And I told them we could hopefully get it to them by Monday.
Okay.
So, I mean, but I think it's all going to be off of your pipeline list anyway. It's just you sorting and calculating kind of stuff.
I could do that. I can do
Okay.
that. And I'll probably be working over the weekend
Oh,
on
stop.
things. No, well, not like that,
Okay.
but just like organizing the applications that we have so far. So they're really starting to come in now. So
Okay.
and Shanae and I, we've been on the phone today, and I think we're starting to get a better system. So
Excellent.
all is well.
Take care.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Mm-mm.
Hey, Sherry.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
I am doing great. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Looks like we're hitting a little bit of a lull here toward the end.
No, that's totally okay. I think the contacts that I made and individuals I got to talk to were well worth it. Thank you guys so much for doing this.
Glad to hear that. Yeah. I was in and out a little bit earlier and I heard some of the great conversation that was happening. So I'm really glad it was useful.
Yes, most definitely. I mean, we don't only have COVID, we got snow. I mean, it's like,
Oh my goodness. I know. When I woke up this morning, I have to say it was a little bit of a punch in the gut to see a couple inches of snow on top of everything else.
I mean, we've had some really nice days, Sonia, and to have this I mean, and I don't know what it's doing up there, but it's snowing here
Oh yeah.
like it wants to be a snowstorm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was 80 degrees a week ago, but
Yes.
no more.
No. So, yeah, I think, as I was talking to some of our borrowers, or hopefully potential borrowers, the new normal is, I think we all just have to think about how we adapt. Because what I've said to even my family members is some things are not going back to what it used to be. I don't care what anybody says. It just, we can't go back.
I think you're
Um,
absolutely right.
uh, I can tell you the first time I went into the grocery store and they had that plastic thing up,
Hmm.
I was like, didn't I see this in some movie?
Yeah, yeah. Well, no, I really appreciate you making time this morning. It was great to have you on the line, and it sounds like you had some good conversations. So like I've been saying in all of the chats, we'll post everything up on the city's website. And if you have anything else you want me to include with that, some of the other institutions asked that I include links or things, just email them to me and we'll make sure that all gets online.
Okay, we'll do that. And also, I noticed on the flyer, and I didn't get to you fast enough yesterday, but we're not doing the PPP at all. We did not request to be a PPP provider, but it's kind of mute even at this point in time because they have no more money. So don't worry about it. But I just like, oh, I noticed that we're on there as being that, but we're not.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
no, thank you for bringing us together. I would love, and I don't know how much you're willing to do this, but for maybe you to facilitate even a call or whoever becomes in this position that you're looking for with CDFIs that service the state, just because I don't want us to feel like we're competing against each other as much as we are helping each other.
Yeah.
And we can, do referrals and simply say, hey, that person I think is a better candidate for you or there. We really want to stay in our micro world. So anybody that wants to do loans, larger and or ones that we wouldn't best fit us, I'd love to give it to them. So
yeah, I think that's a really great idea, and I would love to follow up with you about it a little bit more.
Okay.
I do have to run here. I have a couple other
No,
chats that I need to
understand.
remind about the time. But
should I stay or can I go? I should probably stay until 12, right?
if you can stay for the extra 5 minutes,
I will.
it's
No
pretty
worries.
unlikely that somebody's going to log on, but just in case.
I will. No worries. Take care.
Bye, Sherry. Thank you.
Mhm. Saved. Hey, Pi. Kia.